verification insights for your Amazon account as a non-resident. If you're looking to expand to the U.S. and form a U.S. company, verification requirements will come into every point along the way. Forming the U.S. company, you might think is an easy step to file articles in the state, but if you don't anticipate what should be in the articles and will that come into verification later on, it may. For example, you do not have to upload your articles when you set up your Amazon account for your business, but later they may require it. We just had a client receive a notification that they wanted to verify their business documents, including the articles and the operating agreement. Now, when it comes to setting up bank accounts, most U.S. banks, even the neobanks, the online banks, do not like when the USLLC is owned by a foreign company. They want it to be owned by a foreign individual that owns 100%, or if it's a partnership, some formulation. So if you sell on TikTok Shop, at least you're going to have a U.S. owner at least 25% in order to set that up properly. So that's really important in the banking area. They do require, in most cases, the articles to be uploaded. And different banks have different rules when it comes to what the address can be for the business. Can it be a registered agent? Can it not? Can it be a CMRA? Can it not? Does it have to be a full office requirement for like Chase, Wells Fargo, Citibank? Or are you setting up some type of a platinum account like we do with Chase? We have the ability to set up an account with a $100,000 deposit that earns interest without travel to the United States, and to set that up through Chase. It has to be not a new company, but something that's at least 2 years or older. So those are different compliance rules. But if you come for a new LLC to set up an account, say to Las Vegas, where we're headquartered, and you go to a local bank, they're going to want to see a different level of verification. They're going to want to see your local business address, not a virtual address. They're going to want to see a business license or utility bill to the local address. Then they're going to want to verify that you live here personally and you're doing work going to the office, which is not going to be the case. That makes it very difficult in that particular case. So these are some of the verification issues that come into play just at the entity formation, the address banking, setting up an Amazon account, which if you don't set it up properly, they're going to ask for extra verification in the form of a utility bill. And that's going to have extra requirements in form of a business license if it's a business utility bill. And that's something that's not easy to obtain. If you're a U.S. resident and you have a local retail office, of course you're going to have a local business license. U.S. resident working from your home, you probably should have a home-based license. You may or may not have one depending upon where you live in the United States. A non-resident, when it comes to verification, the key question is, where are you operating the business from? Likely it's not from the United States. So this leads to the Amazon tax interview, filling out a W-8BN or a W-8BNE, and this leads to U.S. taxation. So you see in the big picture, your overall approach to verification, structure, setup does matter at every step of the way. What you don't want to do is just go form a simple single member LLC online in Wyoming. You want to think through the entire process and have some strategy support before you get started. That's what we do, and we do all the other steps we mentioned. We don't do parts and pieces. We can review everything you filed, and that's going to be more expensive than if we would have done it right from the start. So it's best to do it right from the start. If you need this type of support, reach out and book a call with my team. They'll find out more about your situation, what stage you're at, and what packages and pricing we have that would support you moving forward to expand with confidence in the U.S.